Hello, and welcome to the Mother Teresa channel. This is the snapshot reading for August 11th through the 18th, and this is for all of my water babies. But do keep in mind, okay, though I always start off and open up the videos with this is for your sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus, Jupiter, if you will. This is you just coming to get the message that you need. So you may be watching this video and your sun sign is not Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and that is completely fine. That just means that you were brought here for a different reason, to talk about a different aspect of your life that either needs some help, you know, there's some challenges surrounding that, or just to give you insight on what you can look forward to, right, professionally, in matters of your own home and interior design, or relocating homes, right, as far as your own creative pursuits are concerned, and other things internally that you may be dealing with, like concepts of self-esteem and security, and or as far as you feeling like you have a voice and what you have to say is important, and working on like throat chakra and just your chakra systems and healing. So do watch this video, but watch the other three that I also upload, because there are gems that reside within those as well, and I feel like it will help to really complete the picture for you for what you have going on. All right, but let's go ahead and get started. And if you are new here, definitely do subscribe and hit that bell notification so you are notified as soon as I upload. But we're gonna kick it off with the good old Pisces here. These cards jumping just like fish. Just like fish do. What's going on with you guys? Okay, all right. Pisces, you have the King of Cups. So this can go either way. It just depends on how evolved you are as a person. Good indications of this are emotional openness and vulnerability, compassion, okay? That you're not just listening to get a response or trying to figure out how to emotionally manipulate a situation to know how to plug in certain words and persuade people to do what you want them to do. But this is just very open and honest energy, very introspective energy as well. Somebody that is just emotionally sound, like you can feel the emotions and energy of other people, but you don't absorb them as your own. Okay, you know how to differentiate between what you naturally feel and the feelings of other people. Okay, and so you're not taking things personally with the King of Cups energy if you are an evolved person. This is somebody that is also very spiritual, okay? And so they have a very heightened intuition, more so than an unevolved person. Can be very psychic, okay? When you are in tune. This is somebody that has the utmost faith in the outcome of life and the way that things are panning out. Like there is greater purpose for all things in spite of whatever's happening. If it's not going the best, okay? You can still keep a smile on your face. This is somebody who, if you are affected, you are still very composed, right? On the surface. I mean, you may have a certain facial expression that can kind of give that clue away that something bothers you, but you're not going to become a crybaby about the situation or throw a temper tantrum or just have a very heightened emotional response if you are evolved. Negatively, okay, this can be you trying to manipulate people's emotions and or feelings. So this can be just in conversation where you'll say something slick or sly, but that kind of puts the idea in someone's mind that they should concede or pacify your emotional needs. Okay, this can be somebody that is emotionally unavailable, but is charming enough with this Cups energy, and coming off with a very sweet disposition enough to disarm people, right? So that they no longer have their defenses up, but you don't intend to do anything with the new trust that has been bestowed unto you. You know what I'm saying? Once people kind of let you in. This can be siphoning somebody's energy and emotions, or being so emotionally intelligent to the point where you're abusing that power. Okay, so this can go either way. Now, somebody can be doing that to you, or you can have been doing that to somebody. So this is more so a warning card, just to check in with yourself and how centered you are with yourself, how evolved you are with yourself. Okay, how much do you love yourself, and how much love are you giving out to other people? Now, as far as relationships are concerned, I feel like for a lot of you guys, though there may be the depth and feeling of emotion, there is no outward expression. Oh, sorry, you guys. Hopefully that didn't blur out. My phone's on 20%. But there's no outward expression, okay? Though you may feel very strongly about a person, right? You feel like you love them. You know, on a 5D level, if you guys have that type of spiritual connection, you know that they love you, but those words are left unspoken, okay? So this can be hiding your feelings for someone, or someone is doing that to you this month, okay? This is focusing on the throat chakra this week, really, and really being able to say how you feel, or affording that opportunity to somebody to really get how they feel off of their chest. Okay, for some of you guys, you're really just trying to have those conversations with people because you're looking for something that has more intimacy, right? That generates more of a close relationship than what you may have experienced, okay? And so you're just trying to go through that vetting process of those who just want to stay on the surface and things that may seem very shallow. They've been very shallow. Or you've been in a relationship with someone and you come to realize that there's been some time spent and some emotions invested, yet it hasn't really gone anywhere, right? Other than above the surface. You're starting to realize, damn, I really don't really know this person as much as I feel like I know on a fanatical level about this person. You know, there's still so much to explore here as far as emotions are concerned, and just somebody having depth as far as depth is concerned. Again, if you aren't emotionally intelligent, that's something that you have to work on. Though you guys are more intuitive and more psychic, you can't expect other people to be like that as well. People are not mind readers. So again, instead of just trying to passively say what's on your heart, or being very passive aggressive or slick, just be very straightforward. I feel like some of you guys are really just coming at it from a more emotional standpoint than a logical standpoint, something that doesn't have tact or diplomacy when you are presenting the idea of something that you want again. So I would check in with that, because there are some people who, like me, I'm the type of person, and I have a lot of Pisces and Scorpio in my chart. So I can go into a situation, I can go into a room, I already know what people's unconscious desires are. Like, it reads on people's faces for me, okay, and their energy. And I can understand what isn't being spoken, much like you Pisces can do. However, I don't enable that behavior with giving in to those people's emotional wants and or needs if they're not expressing that, because you're not actually helping them to grow, right? You can't, like, if I'm dealing with a Pisces and I know that they feel a certain type of way, I'm going to ignore the fact that they feel a certain type of way until they speak up about how they actually feel, until they are straightforward. Because that's what I expect. Whenever I have a problem with somebody, I'm not one to hold on to the energy, right? To hold on to the transgressions. Like, immediately, I need to let you know that something has brought me some sort of unease, and I need to assess if how it was presented to me, if that was your intention behind it. Okay, and how you moved about going about certain things with me. I'm very direct, and I need that with other people. Okay, and so if I don't get that, I'm going to act like there is no problem, because you're not professing it with your mouth to say that there is a problem. You can go and try to, I'm getting subliminals with this water energy. So this is like a person, if you're not evolved as a person, you'll throw subs. but like just at me. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, I'm gonna just laugh and I'm gonna just keep going on about my day. Though I know that 9 times out of 10, whatever is being written or spoken of with that is indirect has something to do with me. I'm not going to like the picture. I'm not going to like the comment. I'm not going to like the book. I'm not going to engage in conversation with the person. I'm going to ignore the fuck out of you. And it's not going to do anything but make you have even more of an emotional reaction. So if you know that that is a situation that you're going through, just be upfront with the person, because more than likely they're going to ignore you. Because, I mean, everybody is evolving at a different pace. But once you are mature, you know when to engage and when not to engage, okay? So if this isn't you guys, then this is somebody that is affecting you on that level. Now, as far as like family life and work is concerned, I feel like that is fulfilling. I feel like you guys feel good about what you're doing and how you're able to contribute to the bigger picture. So that's going well, whether or not you are actually physically in a corporate work environment, or if you're self-employed, or if you have a family and it's more traditional where the man goes to work and you're stay at home, or maybe it's reversed and you are the breadwinner and your man stays at home to take care of the kids, but it works within your family environment. That is still good. Okay, that still feels good. It's what's working for your family right now. It's what's bringing you joy, and there's a state of bliss surrounding that. There's some sense of contentment surrounding what's happening right now in those sectors. Okay, there's nothing to really be alarmed about or shaken up about. I feel like if you are creatively trying to pursue something, then you're understanding with all that water energy that the response is different, right? With every wave that comes in onto the shore, and with every recession that goes back out, like as the tide recedes. I'm not sure how I wanted to say that. It's different every time. So if you're doing something creatively, then you're understanding that one day you may post something, depending on if you have to incorporate like ads, or if you're promoting the work that you do, you can see the stark difference between when you do those types of things and you kind of promote your business more and speak more about what you're passionate about, and how many more likes and interactions you get when you do that, as opposed to when you don't do that. Or you're realizing creatively that if you post on like a Sunday, since we're talking about cups, and cups is more about spirituality, and a lot of people do more of their spiritual practices on a Sunday, then you know that uploading on a Sunday, it hasn't been beneficial for you in looking at the analytics of the business. So you might be having to just move a couple of things around on that front, but it's not because of your business, right, that your numbers are low necessarily. It's just the day that you upload, okay? So it's kind of seeing stuff like that. Like one day you'll have 100 likes on a picture or your blog or whatever, and then one day it's 10,000. And so you're just having to I would just say, just in the midst of all of that, just stay cool, calm, and collected, okay? Because it has nothing to do with you. You just need to still figure out what works best for your business, okay? It's not a sinking ship at this point. Everything is still good. You are still afloat, much afloat in your business. You are still following your soul purpose, right? And your passion, what you feel on a heart level that you need to be doing. And so just continue to do that, okay? Again, there is no such thing as like an overnight success. It's going to happen at different points for different people. But there's nothing wrong. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Okay, Pisces. Now, who is this? Cancer. Oh, well, licky. Cancer has the World card. All right. And it escapes me what in this deck the World card means. But this is really getting to a point where you are who you are, and you are okay with that. and you are okay with exposing who you are, because you see the woman, she is naked, right? She is barren. Well, not barren, but bare. And has her chest sticking out. You know, when you're not confident about situations, and I just have poor posture, and that can be that too. But when you're not confident, you seem to like go into your shell, much like crabs do, right? But this is chest up, shoulders back. You guys are very self-assured this month. I remember Taurus had this card for the beginning of August, and it was touching on the idea that on a business front, I don't know why I've been like burping all day, but on a business front, this is you taking your talents globally, right? This is a domestic tour, if not internationally, where people are starting to be interested in your products or your services. Okay, some of you guys are really at that point where you can expand and be global. Okay, you are a household name is what I'm hearing. Very positive. Now, to people in your immediate environment or your immediate family, you are the matriarch, okay? You are the glue that's holding everybody together. And there's something to be said about that, because not everybody is a powerhouse like that. Not everybody has the will, and that's what I was speaking to my mother about yesterday. Not everybody has the will to do better for themselves or to have that much responsibility over their life. Okay, you really take care of everybody, and then you also make sure to take care of yourself. Okay, but it's like how a lot of people don't understand how involved you are. You have your hands in everything with this world card. So like if you were to cease to exist, you know that everybody in your environment would be affected, because there are certain things that they just haven't taken the time to do because they rely so much on you to do it. And so that's what's coming through. I feel like for some of you guys, though, some of you Cancers, you're going to have to learn how to cut the cord, because you are enabling certain behaviors, and that came up in other readings too. So just check your placements for other parts. Like your 4th house might not be in Cancer, though Cancer rules the 4th house. You may have 4th house in Leo or something like that. So check out the fire sign videos, the air sign and the earth sign videos, just to see what else resonates for you, what else you can pick up and integrate. But yeah, some of you guys really need to stop enabling certain behaviors and doing so much and allowing for people to grow and evolve for themselves. Okay, you guys are the mothers, you guys are the nurturers, and it's hard for you to kind of see people in a different light other than like your children that you're taking care of, right? Even as grown individuals, they are still like your children because you've mothered them, you've helped them, right? And so yeah, at some point you have to kind of just let people fall on their ass, right? And they'll get back up, maybe not, but it's no longer your responsibility for some of you guys, because I feel like this has been going on for far too long with the world energy. But here you understand that all things are possible. You guys are feeling very inspired, and you just feel like you are invincible to a degree, okay? You've seen things that you've imagined, and you know a lot of what you've imagined, right? You've come to understand it's by your own doing, right? By your own belief system, by your own products, right? By the work that you have done, by the research that you have done, by the integrating and the applications that you have done over time, simply by your prayers and what you were able to see come before you. And so you know that you have great power within, and you are capable of so much more. And so you are really holding on to that vibration this week. And I encourage you to do something with it when you feel this rush of energy, because the possibilities are limitless. We are, it is August 11th, and the portal, the Lionsgate portal, will be closed tomorrow. And so if you happen to see this while it is still open, I do encourage you to kind of sow some more seeds, some more things that are more so about you, that revolve around you and what you need to do for yourself. It's okay to look after everybody else, okay? And it's okay to want to be that helping hand. But at the same time, again, it's every man for themselves at some point. They're going to have to learn for themselves at some point. It's time for you to figure out what still brings you joy and what you can still do on earth. If you haven't fulfilled your mission, now that your kids are grown and out of the house, maybe a little bit of an empty nest here, now you have more time to do what matters for you. And I posted something yesterday that said, be loud about what is important to you. And so, yeah, you guys, again, are coming to the forefront this week, or the ideas that you have, the creative pursuits that you have, the job that you want to go after next. That's all coming up to the forefront for you, and it's all for the taking with this world energy, should you, again, believe it. But this is very good, positive energy. This is very powerful energy. All right, please take advantage of it while you have it, because I know you guys typically don't hold that vibration. For the most part, when I've done you guys' readings, it's all about other people. So it's nice. And if people are getting offended by you wanting to put yourself in the forefront, right? By you wanting to be the center of attention, or by you putting yourself in a position where you're inaccessible, okay? You are no longer in the world, you are of the world, okay? When you elevate yourself, there are some people that will get upset about that. Now be careful about the people that get angry with you for prioritizing yourself. Those are people that don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that don't want you to be better than them. So just watch out for that type of energy. And there's a better way to say that, but I can't figure out the words right now. So I just hope that you guys, feel me on an energetic level. But yeah, that's what I have for Cancers. Now Scorpio has the Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh, I am so sick of seeing this card. Scorpio didn't have this card last time. I think Virgo had it for 2 consecutive weeks, or maybe 3. I can't remember. I think it was Virgo. But this is very this is like feeling like a damsel. This is just being sad. This is like wanting to cry, but not in a public place. Like you'll cry in private, and just want to get how you're feeling emotionally off of your chest in private, not really bringing yourself around people, because you might be too fragile due to whatever has happened in your life. You're a little too fragile to be out in public, because if somebody asks if you are okay, my God, you will break down, okay? You will start bawling. And I kind of feel this energy, like it's like a welling up inside. So you guys can be missing somebody. You feel like you've missed out on an opportunity, or you feel like, damn, like I've had to let somebody go because they're missing out on how great I am. They're not really appreciating me. I don't feel the love in the relationship. I feel like I give so much and I have yet to even experience the love that I give out. Like, where is it if you are a single Scorpio? Is it meant for me type of thing? Like, there's feelings of like guilt and just sorrow surrounding your heart right now. So I feel like this is a good time for you to just do a lot more healing. Okay. Healing of yourself and healing of your inner child. This came up in Sag's reading. I was speaking about Sagittarius, and they come after you in the zodiac, and how they just blindly trust people. And that's often what gets them into situations that they later regret. That's what leads to them being so heartbroken so easily. And so I feel like that's the same with you guys. You guys, though you come off as like secretive, you're very, I don't want to say obsessed when it comes to love, but there's almost like a starstruck feeling that comes with love. And there's a naivety surrounding the idea of love, and you just want to, again, be all consumed with the person. Like, if you can eat them, you would. Like, you just, I don't know, it can be a lot, but that is what gets you in trouble with people who don't know how to be that soft, who don't know how to match that obsessiveness. And I don't want to say obsessiveness, because to be obsessed with somebody, that's not healthy at all. That to be codependent, that's not healthy. But you guys are truly like, you are romantics, and you want to take care of people. And it's like when you see the person that you care for hurting, you hurt. But I feel like that's not always returned. Like when you're hurting, they miss all the signs and signals of you being hurt, and you can try to vocalize it in the way that you know how, and they don't get it, so then you internalize it, and then it just becomes a lot emotionally for you to have to deal with. It's like you're constantly having to kill yourself and kill your emotions and the intensity of emotions just for the sake of other people, to pacify them. But at the same time, there's still so much that's brewing beneath the surface for you, which is again why you have that Knight of Cups energy, because then you're kind of like, you're withdrawing back, and you're just having to deal with it by your lonesome. There's a very lonely energy that's attached with the Knight of Cups if you are single, or if you're coming out of a relationship, okay? If you just don't have that comfort that comes from companionship in your life, and it can be with platonic friends. Some of you guys have been or have become the lone wolves, and you feel the emptiness of that, okay? And so that makes you sad, that makes you cry, but that's not something, again, for you to internalize, okay? Just recognize it for what it is. This is a phase. All things are temporary. No pain lasts forever. The sadness is not going to last forever. You can get out of that a lot faster should you just acknowledge how you're feeling, and stop holding yourself back from being able to express, again, the intensity of emotion that you're feeling. You should be able to openly or have some type of outlet for the things that you feel. I keep trying I keep trying to like find different words other than like feeling and intensity, but that's like you guys, and I know you understand where I'm going with that. I was trying to find other descriptive words, but they're not there. So that's what is coming up for you guys, okay? Don't deny yourself, and don't turn to escapism when things don't work out as well. Like if you feel like there is no outlet and you feel like you don't have that comfort or that support, don't then turn to self-deprecating behaviors and like turning into an escapist, an escape artist through your own fantasies, right? Through daydreaming of things that feel better, of a situation like that you may be dealing with and how it turned out positively, because that's not the reality of the situation, okay? Don't try to make it more than what it is, okay, or what it has been. Things can turn around for your favor, but for you specifically, when you are blessed with something, most oftentimes the people in your surrounding aren't blessed with that same thing. Not everybody is meant to go with you into each phase of your life. So don't be consumed with like drinking too heavily, or indulging in drugs, or any other things that can kind of mask how you're feeling and mask that sadness, okay? And don't become so withdrawn to where you become a recluse, right? Too much of an introvert if you are still young and you're developing, and you're of a school age, and you just don't feel like you have those companions on that front with like making friends in school or in college, and then you just become like a hermit in that sense. You will still find your tribe, just being authentic to yourself. Again, there's just a certain level of adaptability that you have to have. You have to be able to be adaptable, and don't make it seem like there's something wrong with you, right? That it's an issue of yourself, unless you have poor self-esteem, and why you don't have friends. So that's what's really coming through for you Scorpios. But that's what I have for you. If this resonated for you water babies, do give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe for more. And if you need a personal private reading with me, hit me up at my email, which I leave in the description box for you at your discretion. However, if you choose not to, I'm not offended, no harm, no foul. But if you don't converse with me in the comment section below, then just do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. All right, ciao.